Hello, my lovely Aries. This is my April 2020 general reading for the sign of Aries. Now, since this is a general reading, not everything will apply to everyone, but my readings are timeless, so no matter what time or date you come across this video, chances are something in it is for you. Okay. Oh. Three of Cups. So... and the reason I made that face is I tried to do an Aries reading earlier and I wasn't feeling it, and this was the first card I got on that reading too, so it was definitely meant for you guys. Now, Three of Cups is about coming together and celebrating, and I know that especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, that coming together is a complicated topic to say the least. But if you are a person who is living with roommates or family or friends, then this could be a sign that, you know, you're actually enjoying the together time and coming together to celebrate you on your birthday. And maybe if you are in a more solitary situation right now, your friends and loved ones could be stepping up via digital hangouts, you know, whether it be video chatting or just talking more, texting, any of that. The Magician. That's another card that came out in that reading. That's wild. So the Magician card is telling me that everything you need to create the blissful space that you want and need right now is within you, and it's available to you. You are so creative. That's what I'm getting here. You have the ability to really honestly do whatever you set your mind to, but that isn't just limited to physical actions. You also have this unlimited wellspring of creative energy, which would benefit you greatly right now. A lot of times you may be using this energy to problem solve for other people, when in fact you could be using that magical energy for yourself. And that's not selfish at all. King of Cups. Maybe this is you, maybe this is a romantic partner or someone who's coming towards you, but this is someone who has achieved emotional mastery. So this is not someone who breaks down into tantrums. This is not someone who cuts people off at the drop of the hat. This is someone who has worked through their emotional difficulties and is willing to listen and communicate and work through problems. This is a very mature person and very emotionally in tune. They could even be an empath or very spiritual. Five of Cups. The crying over spilled milk cards. Grief is a part of life. Like, there's no getting around that. And sadness is natural. When you lose something you care about, or something doesn't work out that you had put your heart and soul into, it sucks a lot. So sometimes we just gotta be sad. That's okay. But, sorry, I keep showing you this card as if you've forgotten it, but look behind him. Look behind this person. While he's crying about what didn't work out in front of him, right behind him are some more opportunities that are like, hey boy, turn around, open your eyes, stop crying. This card just jumped out, as you saw, and it's the Six of Cups. I swear these are all the same cards, and I've shuffled, I'm pulling randomly, like, this is wild. So, Six of Cups. Are you honoring your inner child? When you are having emotional difficulties, are you shutting them down, or are you figuring out what's actually upsetting you? Because usually when someone's throwing a tantrum or like extremely emotionally dysregulated, there's something deeper going on rather than just the surface emotions that they're expressing. So check in with yourself, check in with your loved ones. If someone's being like extra moody or hard on you, kind of return to that inner child and be there for them, be there for yourself. The Empress. This is such a beautiful card. Oh, my AC just turned off. Sorry guys, it's like so warm in here. I know I'm going for that glowy look, but we're not. We're trying to glow, not sweat. So the Empress. This is the card that's ruled by Venus. And so beauty, grace, love, creativity. This is a card of creation. Now, a lot of people associate it with pregnancy, so if that's something that you're trying for, then this could be a good time for pregnancy, motherhood, all of that. But, you know, it doesn't have to be pertaining to an actual pregnancy. You could be giving birth to an idea, to a creative project, to a work project. Even though the Empress is very beautiful and very powerful, she's also a hard worker. She is a master manifester. And can, just like, and similar to the Magician, create her reality. The Knight of Cups. So this definitely hints at some sort of romantic entanglement happening, like an offer of love. You know, this is the stereotypical romantic knight in shining armor that will appear in fairy tale romances. But the thing about the Knight of Cups is that he rushes in with this cup of love, but is he willing to stick around to act upon it? You know, this can be, how do I say this without getting demonetized? This is big F-boy energy. Oh, the Lovers. Okay, so my instinct about this being romance is holding some water here. But the Lovers could have to do with just any partnership. It could have to do with your friendships, other important relationships such as family and friends, work partnerships, anything where someone's, you know, your partner. This could have to do with. But again, my intuition's leaning towards love with the Knight of Cups and all of that. So you may have a twin flame or a divine or karmic partner on the horizon. Oh my God, another knight. You could even have multiple suitors coming for you right now. The Knight of Swords is faster moving than the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups has to do more with emotion, whereas the Knight of Swords has more to do with like communication. So the Knight of Swords might be better at communicating what they're feeling to you and rushing in faster. And the Knight of Cups may be a little more shy and reserved with their cup of love. And also, I forgot to mention with the Knight of Cups, that could be a water sign, so that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then with the Knight of Swords, it could be an air sign, and that would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I'm sorry guys, allergy season, my nose is itchy. So even though I mentioned the signs, you know, this is a general reading, so don't get too hung up if the signs don't quite match up. But the description that I gave you should give you some clues. As far as the Knight of Cups being a more emotional, maybe a little bit more shy and reserved type of person, and the Knight of Swords being a more communicative, fast-moving, outgoing type of person. But me pulling the Hermit is telling me that you might turn them all down. You may be a little bit in your feelings and wanting to self-isolate. How about that? And I know that the self-isolation has been very forced upon us, and I'm not making light of it in any way, shape, or form. But what I'm seeing here is that may be in tune with how you were feeling to begin with. You may already have been feeling isolated, and that now the whole world is reflecting how you were feeling, only making those feelings of isolation and loneliness that much more palpable. But the Hermit card is a sign that you are also on a spiritual journey, that all of this loneliness, it's to better get to know yourself, to be more comfortable with yourself as a person, and to move forward with your life, really, to gain some wisdom that maybe in the hectic everyday world that we were used to, you weren't going to come across it. You had to go within and had to shut out all the noise on the outside to really get to the heart, to get to your heart. And this is a card that's special to this deck, and I'll link the decks that I use in the description below. But this card is called the Artist, and its energy is similar to the Magician but a little bit different. So this is a sign that whatever dreams and creative visions that you've been having, you are not only capable, but now is the time to put that into action. And you, throughout this reading, got the Artist, the Magician, and the Empress, which are all creative cards. So I am leaning heavily, my Aries friends, towards telling you that now is the perfect time to get out that creative energy. And if you're feeling frustration, express it, because maybe your words are coming across as a little harsh right now. So this could be a great time to express yourself. All right, guys. Well, I feel that that is a really good point to stop this reading on, as my cat is screaming in the other room. I hope that all of you are staying safe and sane, and talk down in the comments below, how did this reading fit you in your current situation, and just in general, how are you doing? Tell me in the comments, and I love you. I'll talk to you soon.